It's crazy hot out in the shop, but I'm still trying to get a little work done on the engine mounts. Remember last time we got the oil plate built? I'm messing around with the mounts now, which I showed you earlier. They're aluminum angle, bolt on here through the side of the case. And then the other edge has holes in it for the mounts. And these bolt onto the airframe. And they use these little berry mounts like this. So what I'm building right now is some spacers. They fit, spacers fit on like that on the mounts. And they will be added to the top of the angle here. And I'll weld it on this side, be drilled all the way through. And then the mount will go on like that on each side, and then the bolt will go through and into the airframe. Right now I've got to build 3 more of these. They're pretty easy. Just I've been using a step drill to get them out to 13/16 to fit on the mount. Cut them out on the bandsaw and then sand them a little. 4 little spacers are cut out. This is the piece I made the other day to go on one side of the engine. I double checked all my measurements for these holes that go in the case. So we'll transfer that over to the piece for the other side. And then we can start fitting it on the plane, getting the holes here for these to go on. Since we have the spacers built now, and I put the holes in the 2 side pieces, I need to figure out where to mount where to drill the big holes for the berry mounts. And working on these parts right here is as far as I got before I realized I have screwed up. Well, I guess it's not technically a screw up since it was at the time delivered. Let me show you what the problem is. See the nose of the airplane here? My mounts for the engine are right there. And if you've built one of these before, you probably realize that that mount should be about here. Now that front hole should be about 5 inches back. And then the next hole 6 back. And I went and double checked the plans because I set the case in here. And it's like, wow, that case is like, it's nowhere near gonna have the prop out here where it's supposed to be. And I'm like, I looked at the measurements on the plans and I'm like, how in the world did I mismeasure that? And then it's like, wait a minute. When I built this motor box, I fully intended to put the Rotax on here. So I went and grabbed the Rotax out of the shed, set it up here. Oh, that's what it was. I moved them back. The Rotax fit on here just perfect with this setup. The way those are, the back of the Rotax, being that it's an inline 2-cylinder, would be about here. With the gearbox and everything, the prop would be here where it's supposed to be. So that's the issue. And to fix that, I'll need to take out this bottom row of rivets here where it hooks to the outer skin. And this row of rivets here. A couple of rivets there and a bolt there. And then I can pull these 2 pieces that are attached to that angle off. And then I can reuse the bottom piece. I'll probably get a new piece for the top. Or I'll probably just build a new piece for the top because I got plenty of the 2024 20,000s right there. And move these back. But just cut a new piece of angle. So I went in and immediately ordered the parts I'd need to fix this and was going to go ahead and start tearing it down. But then I was sitting there eating dinner and my brain going 90 miles an hour like normal. I'm like, man, that Rotax looks really good on there. I know, my wife and kids accuse me of changing my mind all the time and they are not wrong. I was like, I still fully intend to finish the Volkswagen. And it will most likely be on here. But until I have that Volkswagen done and running and I'm 100% happy with it, running on a test stand, I'm not changing the front of this airplane because I know the 447 will fit on here. And I'm 95% I can make it work. 95% sure I can make it work. So until I know for sure that I like the Volkswagen, I'm going to leave everything alone and not go to cutting up my plane, even though I've got the parts coming, just in case. Because I really do like two-stroke, so it's not that big a deal to put one on there. But that's where we're at now. You will definitely get to see the half Volkswagen run. I've got too many parts coming for it to abandon the project, and I'm really enjoying building it. And that's most of it for me, is the building. But yeah, I was like, wow, I completely forgot that I'd moved those mounts, and there's no way that was going to work. I'll just continue on the Volkswagen and we'll see what happens down the road. But yeah, that was a little bit of a setback if I'm going to use the Volkswagen. Like and subscribe so you can keep up with this mess, and thanks for watching.